So once again, it's on. Antonio Bicicleta, Latin Pain, everything is real life, real spit. We got a different one for you today too. Surprise, surprise, man. You're gonna have a good time. I promise you, man. We got from Dragon's Lair, you know what I'm saying, Mai-Ling, aka Pretty Flower 2618. And we're gonna get into all of that, man. You heard? Grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, whatever it is you got going on. We about to make a movie. It's real life, real spit.
Yo, it's Latin Pain, Bicycle Tony. Real life, real spit. I know it's been a minute. I apologize, man. I'm just camera shy. You know what I mean? Yo, but check it out. This gotta be a bad dream. Wake me up quick. They say life's a bitch, but yo, fuck this. My 9 to 5 ain't popping. Broke, starving. Man, I need another job and been thinking about robbing. Cause I see what being good does. We from the hood, cause that corporate shit don't show no hood love. Got me working for a rich man, and he ain't never gonna make me rich, son of a bitch. Damn, you either confused or understand. It's for the people, the fam, in the same position I am. They say it's your land, it's my land. It's really their land, the rest of us 99 are slaves, man. At least it's how it seems to me, that's how it seems to be. If I'm wrong, correct me, G. I bet you can't, cause I'm not sure. Now let me get back to the sales floor. They told me to sell more, y'all. And that's how shit really is for a nigga, know what I mean? So many choices, I feel like I got none. They say it's dog eat dog, don't be a dot, son. These last days getting scarier. Time for me to shake some shit up, Pitbull Terrier. So many choices, I feel like I got none. They say it's dog eat dog, don't be a dot, son. These last days getting scarier. Time for me to shake some shit up, Pitbull Terrier. I for the world and everything in it. We so sky's the limit, I'm in it to win it, just give me a minute. I gotta get through the worst first. Rosie's first birth and worst parts of the earth where them guns burst. Drug fiends, drug dealers, core drugs, work is bugged. How we living like some bugs, doing dumb dirt. Do good, you get good, that's what they told me. But the good die young, I might as well be the old me. Bicycle Tony, Latin Pain OJ, rest in peace V-Rocks, free my nigga Stoney. Got it so messed up, many not around, dead or locked down for being raised in the wrong town. But I'ma make it, my nigga, it's going down. Ready to hit the world with the raw sound from the underground. Latin Pain, that's the name, show support. If not, you're lost, fuck you and your boss, I'm going off like so many choices, I feel like I got none. They say it's dog eat dog, don't be a dot, son. These last days getting scarier. Time for me to shake some shit up, Pitbull Terrier. So many choices, I feel like I got none. They say it's dog eat dog, don't be a dot, son. These last days getting scarier. Time for me to shake some shit up, Pitbull Terrier. One. And that's it, B. Thanks for the moment in your time, my nigga. One life, one love. God, I'm out. Everything.
That's what it is, man. Salute, salute, everybody. E-Love, we see you. You know what I'm saying? Rafiq, we see you. God bless you all, man. We're going to get it started, man. I bring it to you today a talented female, man, for real. MC, artist, model, manager, agent. I mean, she does it all, man, for real. And we're going to get right into that, man. Salute to the team, man. I'd like to introduce it to you live. You know what I'm saying? One of Arizona's finest, man. We got Pretty Flower, Mai-Ling, representing Dragon's Lair Entertainment. Check it out, yo. What's good, Mom? What's poppin'?
Hi.
Salute,
Thanks for
salute.
having me. Salute. How are you doing?
It's all Southside. You know what I mean? Pleasure's all mine. Word, man.
Hey, I like your flow.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I really like that a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But it's not about me, so what's up with you, man? For the people who don't know, man, introduce yourself to the people.
My name is Mai-Ling Lim. My name Mai-Ling means pretty flower. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, and I've been in the music industry for 29 years already. So
29 years, man. Since you was born, since you was a baby, right?
I wish. I'm 45 now, but
I wouldn't have known that for real. I mean that. You heard?
thank you.
Word. Salute to you though. So growing up in Tucson, Arizona, I mean, give us a little bit where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Like your
Well,
family, your upbringing. What was it like?
my dad is half Chinese, half Mexican. My mom's Mexican. My mom raised all six of us at home. My
Nah.
dad went out and worked. I went to Catholic school from kinder to sixth grade. And then I decided that I wanted to go to public school for junior high. And so they put me into junior high. And then that's when I started getting into rap. That's when I first learned about rap. So this was in the 80s, the late 80s.
Nice, nice. So, was that's a big thing in your life, right? Was that a big deal for your life? Or
Huge. I loved it. It was so huge. I loved it. I remember getting the broom or the mop stick and pretending that was my microphone. I used to get the cardboard boxes and throw them on the side of the house, and I would go break dance on the side of the house with all the boys in the neighborhood.
what?
It was huge. I just liked the rhythm of things.
Dope, dope. Yo, who was popping back then?
Oh
Like
my
influences
gosh.
back then for you?
I couldn't even tell you off the top of my head right now, but it was everything. Run DMC I think was out then. There was just a lot back then, and it was a lot of East Coast. You know, it was not West Coast yet.
Oh, snap. So even
Hmm.
out there in the Southwest, you guys were into the East Coast hip hop?
Yeah, I definitely was. I know
That's
I
what's
was.
up.
I didn't care what anybody else around me was doing. I was into it. And then we also had the movie like Break In and stuff like that that introduced us to, you know, the breakdancing scene and whatnot. So
Breaking was definitely a classic too. You like Turbo, I bet too. Yeah.
yeah.
I think Turbo was one of my favorites as well. You
Yeah,
heard?
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
for real. So you coming up right through the junior high schools and all that. You know, I want to get a little bit into your life there. I know hip hop is a major part of it. You know what I'm saying? Hardworking father. You know what I'm saying? A
Hmm.
mom, a good mother. Where were you going from there? What were your dreams, aspirations at that age? What were we
Well,
talking about? 12,
you know
13?
what? I didn't have any dreams or aspirations at that age. I was just a free butterfly. I was just floating wherever I landed. I just brought happiness and joy to. Like that's what I thought I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I know I got mixed up in like gangs and you know other illegal activities. You know, being close to the border in Mexico, you know everything is you know pretty available for us. So I got mixed up in that. I got shot when I was 17 years old. There's just a
I
lot of
saw
things
that.
that, yeah, there's just a lot of things that have happened in my life that, you know, I tried to bring goodness, but then I also found the dark paths.
Yeah, now that happens, you know what I'm saying? In the real world, this is real life, real spit, you know, no matter how good your intentions are, sometimes we do get caught up in some things we wish we weren't there for. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Word, man.
So I really didn't have a direction. I just knew that I no longer wanted to go to Catholic school. I thought that it was holding me back in certain ways and that I couldn't be myself. You know, they had us dressing in uniforms and stuff like that. And I was like, there's so much more inside of me than a single, you know, piece of clothing that I'm supposed to wear every single day. And so I needed to break free from that. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew that I had to break free from it.
That's what's up too. So you very free spirited. You don't
Mhm.
like to be thrown in any kind of box and all of that.
Not at all. Not at all. That's why like I'm still touching everything. You know what I'm saying? My hands in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and that's what makes me who I am.
That's a fact. I love that, man. I think also too, hip hop is a great form of expression. You know what I'm saying? And it promotes expression. You know what I mean? Would you
Yeah,
agree with that?
absolutely. Literary expression, you know, dance, you know, just so many different ways you can express yourself in hip hop. Absolutely.
Facts, word, B. Well, that's why I love it so much too. Like I don't like feeling stale. Like if life feels stale, I need my hip hop, man. Pump it up loud. Let
Right.
me go. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So junior high school, did you go to high school?
I went to high school, and I did not like it. I didn't like the fact that I had to prove myself to people who I didn't know for a piece of paper that I really didn't give a crap about.
I
And
respect that.
so I dropped out several times. I tried going back several times, but I also dropped out several times. I moved schools, tried to say, talk myself up, say, you know what, I'm going to do good this time. I'm not going to get any fights. I'm not going to get in any trouble. I'm going to get my grades. And then next thing you know, I'm with, a different crowd and, taking off. And I just never finished high school. And then I was supposed to graduate in 1994, but in 1995, I went to get my GED. So I passed that. I aced that
Hey man, that's what's
right off the
up.
bat. But I had my
Yeah.
first child in 1994, though.
Oh, did you?
hmm
Wow, son. Wow, you was young. How old were you then?
18, almost 19.
All right, all right. So you was young, but you wasn't a baby, baby.
Right, right.
You know,
I
word.
didn't know what the hell I was doing, though.
Nah, I feel you. I had my daughter at 17. I didn't know my butt from my elbow. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So I respect that. Word, man. Is this around the time where the troubles start for you?
In the early 90s, absolutely. But that's also when I started getting introduced. And about 1992 is when I started getting introduced into the industry. I was being brought out with lighter shade of brown. They would
Nice. I
always
love
come and
them.
pick us up. Yeah, they would come pick me and my homegirl up. And actually, I just talked to one of the people last night. I was chatting with them. They're like, "Remember when?" I'm like, "Yeah." They
Yo,
used to
stop
come.
playing.
They used to come with the limousines, and they would pick me up from Burger King because that was my first job.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, those that's a classic crew too. A lot of people, you know what I'm
hmm
saying, on the East Coast might not know, but Lighter Shade of Brown is they're legendary to me. You know what I mean? I love Lighter Shade of
Facts.
Brown, man. So in
Facts.
1992, that's when you get introduced to the industry
Right. That's when I
through
get
Lighter Shade of
introduced
Brown.
through Lighter Shade of Brown. And there were a couple of others like God, I can't remember the names of them right now off the top of my head. But there were a couple of others, and I was just going out to industry events, little concerts, just whatever they had going on, I was there with them. And I thought it was magnificent. I was like, wow, this is it. Like, I love this. And so I just started moving, just maneuvering my way through the industry, trying to see where I fit in.
Nice. I respect that. So where'd you find yourself? Where do you feel you
Well,
fit? You were young then too,
I was very
1992.
young. Yeah,
What you
I was
were?
very young.
14, 15,
1992, I was 16.
16.
16. Yeah, because in 1993 is when I got shot. I was 17.
Oh yeah, I saw
hmm
that blog too, man. God bless
hmm
you. Bro, that was crazy.
Yeah,
For
but I
real.
found I found myself just really enjoying the company, really just wanting to be out there. They were doing, of course, a lot of partying and stuff too. So I was out there hanging out with them, partying, and off, when it was not concert time, and when it was not, little, it was just little house parties or little, get-togethers, and with just everybody in the industry. So it was fun. I really enjoyed it, but I wanted more. I wanted Eventually I wanted to get on stage myself and start rapping, and that's what I did.
You started writing too?
I started writing I took my poetry and then I put it to a beat, and I was like, yo, this is rapping.
This is hip hop, this is rhyming. Word, that's how I did it. That's
Yeah,
that's dope. That's
yeah,
super dope.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Poetry on a beat, man.
Uh-huh, poetry on a beat.
Word,
Yep.
that's super dope. So we get into the industry, we doing these parties and all that. I didn't have that life, I was in the streets most of the time, but
Yeah.
but we get into the industry, we doing these parties, we start rhyming. What was that? What was your first experience like, rhyming for others?
Well, my first experience was really being put on stage, and actually, I put myself on stage because I was like, I didn't want anybody to tell them what I wanted and what I expected. I wanted it to come from my mouth to their ears. You know what I'm saying? So, I found a producer out in California who was willing to work with me. So I was driving back and forth from Tucson to California about every single weekend. And I was, going out there to record, going out there to create, going out there to, just learn and get vibes, really be mentored back then. And finally, one day in Tucson, they were having a concert and a car show. And I was like, well, you guys need some talent up there. You guys need some opening acts for the bigger artists, let me be that. And so they agreed. And my first stage performance, I opened up for Bretton Wood, who was my favorite artist back then in the 90s. He was more of an oldies type of artist, but the West Coast and oldies and hip hop, they just mix. They just
It's part of the
mix.
culture, yeah.
Mm-hmm,
Living out
mm-hmm.
here in El Paso, I'm learning that sometimes they go up to places just to play the oldies. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Yeah.
yes.
So you got up on stage for Bretton Wood.
Mm-hmm. I
Super
did. I did. It was magnificent. And actually, I was sick as a dog. Come the day of the concert, I was sick as a dog. The doctor told me, do not go out there and perform. You need to be at home. You need to be on bed rest. You need to be on antibiotics. You have a fever. You cannot, your throat is swollen closed. There's no way you could perform. I'm like, fuck that. This is Bretton Wood. This is my first time. I went to the bar to where the concert was. I said, give me a couple of shots. I'm healing my throat and I'm going up on stage. And I did that. I performed.
There's a lot of confidence there, though. Where do you feel this confidence comes from?
My dad, I get a lot of the confidence from my dad. He also had, he used to perform as well. He had a Latin orchestra back in the days. And so I thought if my dad could do it, I could do it. My dad did it more of a local. So he's more of a local, you know, popular artist here in Tucson. But I wanted the big stage. I wanted the big crowds. I wanted the big, bigger notoriety, and I wanted to get that for myself. So
Dope,
that came from my dad,
dope.
definitely.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I'm just imagining it. Like as you telling me the story, I can see you young on stage, not giving a crap, just putting it all out there. You know what I mean? That's brave, yo. That's
I
very
have
brave.
some I have some pictures, not from my very first performance, but from some other performances. I'm stick thin. I'm like, long hair, little chinita, up there on stage performing. It's pretty badass.
That's what's up. I love to see that. You heard?
Yeah, I'll share them with
Word.
you, definitely.
Well, that's what's up, man. So take me from there. So what happens next?
So from there, I'm on cloud nine. I talked to Bretton Wood. I asked him if I could remake one of his songs. He said yes. He sent me a package with a cassette tape with the instrumental and the lyric version on it. And then he sent me a letter. He says, let me see what you can do with this. Best wishes, Bretton Wood. I'm like, yo, let me do this. So then I'm growing and I'm, performing more. I found myself on stage in Phoenix, at other car shows where 112 was performing, Genuine's performing, Joe Cooley from Radio and Joe Cooley's performing. I get up on stage with Joe Cooley and I back up dance for him because he needed some talent, to help his act out. So me and my best friend got up on stage and we did that. Um, I did Juneteenth out here. There was just so many different performances. But come 1998, about 1998, I started dating someone, and they weren't too happy about seeing me on stage and having other guys look at me and really appreciate, I guess my beauty and my talent, whatever it was. He didn't like it, and so basically he pulled me off stage.
Pulled you off the stage while you was on stage?
Not while I was
Oh,
on
oh, all
stage,
right.
but after the show, it turned into a huge fight, and from there, I had to, like I wanted the relationship to work, but I didn't understand, like that I had a voice for myself, even though I was already out there speaking. Like I had already done, during that whole time that I was performing and whatnot and interacting, I was a co-host for a hip hop show, hip hop video show on TV. Like I was doing so many different things out here, right? And for him to pull that out from me, it just really crushed my world. It
I
really
believe
crushed my
it. I
world.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The jealousy and not understanding the business, and this is entertainment, and you want to entertain, and somebody you in love with is ripping you apart or ripping you from what you really want to do. What did you do
Right.
about that?
Well, I ended up getting pregnant, and I thought then I was like, well, I already had one child out of wedlock, so how am I going to do that to another child or to myself or to my parents even? I don't want them to be disappointed in me, so let me just go ahead and marry this dude. Even though we're fighting all the way down the aisle about the whole wedding, I just
Well,
went ahead and still got married to him. Yeah.
so it
And
wasn't a very healthy relationship at all.
no, for 5 years I was beaten and punched, and it was pretty bad.
And this ain't the same person that you caught the tiroteo, right?
No, 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 no,
All
no.
right.
That guy was still in prison at the time.
All right. All right. But now you in this toxic relationship. Was it narcissistic in any sense?
Yeah, he was very narcissistic, and it wasn't until recently because I had my 21-year-old with him, right? My second child with him. He recently he told me that he really apologized, that he sees the error in his ways, especially back then during the time that we were dating and we were married, that he should have never done that, and he really wants me to utilize what I have going, especially right now, to help our son grow into the music business as well. So
All right. All right. So
mhm.
things are kind of starting to turn around in that aspect.
Well, I finally left him 5 years later, but yeah, with him things definitely are turning around. Definitely.
But you have, but not to be together. Sometimes you got to get away from people to
No.
even, you know what I'm saying, get
Yeah,
along with them.
no. Yeah, no. I left him a long time ago. Let me see, 99, 2001, 2, 3, 4. I left him in 2004. And I got my kids. And I was like, I'm out of here. I went to Colorado for 3 months, and then I came back with them, put them in school down here. And I started, just slowly getting back into the industry, talking to people. And then I met the father of my third, fourth, fifth, and sixth children. So I have 4 children with the last guy, right? So meet him, and things are going okay, but then I start finding him cheating on me. But then I get this offer in 2013 to go ahead and to relocate. They wanted to relocate me out to California so that I can run their A&R company, and that was Dub C from out of California.
Oh, Dub C, what's up? That's what's up. I
That's my
love Dub
people.
C.
Yeah,
So
that's my
you got a
people.
call from the people that work for Dub C to go
No,
be a
Dub C called me personally.
Dub C personally.
Yeah, because I performed with him at a
See,
car show
I'm
out
glad I put
here.
the Dickies on. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you see this, you feel me?
Let me
Yo,
see. You
Dub, we
got
got
them
the Dickies
creases
on.
there. You got
You
them
know what I'm
creases. Got it
saying?
creased up.
You feel me? I'm glad I put that on, son. I love Dub C. Yeah, that's what's up,
Yeah.
man. What's up, man?
So yeah, definitely. Dub sees my people, and I had performed out here with him. Well, in Phoenix, in Phoenix, Arizona, a couple hours north of me. Performed out there. He was out there performing as well, and I sat down. Like when I would go perform or I'd be at venues and whatnot, I'd sit down and I'd really talk to the artists that I looked up to, the ones that I enjoyed their music. And I sat there and I took in everything that I could learn from them, right? I would pick their brains. Like that's all I would do. I didn't care about being out there partying. I didn't care about being out there drinking or doing any kind of drugs. I wanted to know how I can be in that position.
Dope, dope.
So Dub C, yeah, Dub C, that's my homie for real, for life. Um, yeah, he personally called me in 2013.
That's dope. That's dope. So
Hmm.
did you go? So Dubsy calls you. What do you do? Did you die or ran over there?
I didn't do it. I did not accept the offer.
Oh,
I had just had my
ouch.
sixth child. I know that one hurts. That one
That
really
just hurt
really
my
hurts.
feelings, man.
That one really hurts. I had just had my sixth child. I had left the kid's dad after 6 years of relationship. Um, and I was just trying to get it together on my own. I was pregnant when I left him. I was 10 weeks pregnant when I left him. So I had the last child on my own, basically. And I was caring for all six of my children. They're all under the age of 18, and it was hectic. So he told me that he would relocate me and the six children, but I didn't know if I could do that to my kids, and I didn't know if I could do that to their dads either. You know what I'm saying? So I declined the offer. I declined the offer.
Well, you had to. I respect it. You heard? That hurt my feelings a little bit
I
though,
know
too. You
it
heard?
still
If
hurts to
Dub
tell
C
this
call right now,
story.
you know what I'm saying? I'm hanging up this whole
I
thing. You know
told
what I'm
him,
saying?
I told him, because we still talk. We still definitely talk. And
Oh, that's what's up.
I told him, listen, I says, if you still want me to relocate, I'm with it now.
The kids are big now.
The kids are big. I'm down with
So what
it.
do the ages range from, if you don't mind me asking?
27, 21, 14, 13, 11, and 9.
All right. Oh, so you still got a couple of little ones, 11
Hmm.
and 9. They still
Yeah.
babies. You know
They
what I'm
still
saying? That's what's
mamas.
up,
Yeah.
though. Well, how is it being a hip hop mom? Do they enjoy that? Do they love that part?
They enjoy it. Sometimes they tell their friends, but sometimes they're like, don't say nothing. They don't want that shine. You know what I'm saying? I
All the
don't know if
attention.
it's embarrassing to them or what, but their friends really think it's cool.
Oh
They
yeah.
think it's cool. They like it. They enjoy when I have to get up and leave town. I was supposed to be in Atlanta this weekend with Cassidy. It was his birthday on
Ooh,
Wednesday, and I was with Cassidy a few months ago in Atlanta when he
that's
performed
what's up.
against Hitman Holla. And so I'm in
That's
the
what's
battle
up.
rap scene now and everything too.
Yeah,
So,
how'd you get into the battle rap scene, yo? You know I'm a big
well,
battle rap fan.
because since the 80s, like I said, I've loved rapping. Like rap just really took a hold of me. And then the art of rapping and battling each other, always really intrigued me. But then I didn't follow battle rap through my career. But recently, I met some people and they're really into battle rap and whatnot. Shout out to TRBRC. Shout out to Ant Team Smoke for introducing me to them.
Ant King Smoke.
That's my boy. Uh, but they started helping, teach me the ropes and everything and who's who and what's what of battle rap, and it just really still makes 100% sense. Like what qualifies as a battle, and what your rounds have to consist of in order to be good. You know what I'm saying? To beat this other person lyrically. And so I really enjoyed it. So I decided, especially during the COVID era when COVID just hit, I wanted to put a league together of my own, and Dragon's Lair Entertainment was
And
birthed.
that's where we get Dragons Lair Entertainment.
Hmm.
Dope,
Hmm.
dope. I respect
Hmm.
that, man. For real. So you get Ant Team Smoke, man. I see that name a lot in these panels. You heard? Big shout out
Yeah.
to him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he was so, important to this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
feel
that's my
me?
fam. I do a lot of work with him too, and he puts together music showcases, whether it's hip hop or R&B, poetry, spoken word. You know what I'm saying? He puts stuff together for unsigned hip hop, or people who are just coming into the game and they really want to get their feet wet. He puts some
Dope.
music showcases together for them. So, and I really help him out with that a lot too. So.
That's super dope. That's super dope. Now I was following how I came across you was I was following Dragon's Lair
Hmm.
of ENT, and then I ran into you and his Instagram pages. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I wanted to know some more. I ran into the blog where you talked about your story, your life story, and getting hit up and all that. But I knew there was more. You know what I'm saying? What
Hmm.
is a question that people don't ask you enough of?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Since I'm such an open book, I really don't. I don't know of a specific question that they don't ask me enough of. I tend to overshare because I feel like I still have a purpose here on this earth. From getting shot at 17 years old. I could have died then. Back in 1995, I was in a car accident and I was ejected out of a vehicle into the highway in Mexico. I could have died then. I could have died when I rolled my vehicle down an embankment, 30 feet down an embankment, and flipped 3, 4 times. I could have died then. I was pregnant with my child then, and he could have died, but he didn't. So I still feel that I have a purpose. And as long as I have breath in me, I'm going to continue to speak very loud.
Boom, boom. I respect that. I respect that. Big.
Thank
You
you.
heard? Word, man. I really do, man. That's dope, man. What brought you to how's your experience here on the YouTube so far?
I really like it. So you see, I've always okay. So back in the day, when YouTube came about, I just knew it for, maybe there's a video I want to watch of a song that I really like, so I'll use it for that, right? But a couple of years ago, I found out, and it was only a couple of years ago that I found out that people actually interact on YouTube the way that they do. And I was like, damn, this is cool. So now let me start my own channel so I can start doing shit myself.
Yeah.
And I really like it because, like I said, I still have so much breath in me. I'm going to speak wherever I can, whenever I can.
And this helps you to reach the masses, and you can do it from the comfortability of your
Of
game
my
table.
home.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, facts.
Word, son. Word. I like that. Is that a black screen?
Yeah, it's a black screen.
That's what's up. I've never seen one before. You heard?
Oh, thank you.
I thought it was one of the curtains in the projects. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, no,
Yeah.
it's a black screen. Yeah, I got it all set up just for you.
Tell me a little bit about Dragon's Lair Entertainment, man. Anyone that notable that we work with, you know what I'm saying? People like, in the game
Oh,
that you might work with through Dragon's Lair.
yeah, definitely, especially in the battle rap scene. Danny Myers, A
Love Danny
Ward.
Myers.
Yeah, Danny Myers. That's one of my close people in battle rap. A Ward. There's
Love it,
there's
Will.
quite a few. There's quite a few. Chef Trez has been on
I
Dragon's
saw
Lair
the video on
Entertainment.
Dragon's Lair with Chef Trash. I was
Yeah.
telling my shorty last night, like, yo, look, they working with Chef Trash, son. That was fly. I interviewed Danny Myers on a blog talk show some
Oh
years
wow.
ago. Some years ago, I did,
Nice.
and he's
Well,
really down to earth.
if you want another interview now, to get an update, let me know.
Oh,
I'll hit him
yo,
up after this
you
interview.
already know. You already know. I'm gonna let you know. I want that.
I
You heard?
got you. I got
That's
you.
what's up. That's what's up, man. I think that he's one of the dopest lyrically. You know what I'm saying? His energy is crazy, but at
Hmm.
the same time, he's a positive person. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I
Facts.
left that interview feeling like I met a real dope person that day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Who
Yeah,
were
he
your
definitely is.
favorites?
Cassidy, of course. Danny Myers, of course. Who's another of my favorites? Man, I have so many favorites. Not necessarily in battle rap, but just hip hop altogether.
Period.
Period. And it's hard to name just a few when there's so many. And then you don't want to forget about anybody either. So
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's always been a hard. Like they ask you, who's your top five? Who's your top
right,
10?
you
That's
can't
a
do
big
that.
question, and it's really hard question. You know what I mean to answer.
Yeah.
What did you think about Cassidy getting into the battle rap scene?
I from what I know from the homework that I've done, he's always battled. It just wasn't on the big screen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know necessarily that it was him, getting into it when he's always been a part of it. But when he came into the scene of the cameras, lights, camera, action type of thing,
Yeah,
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty dope of him for to actually come out, being that he's noted as an industry rapper. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I thought it was pretty cool.
They try. I
And
feel like they try to make it tough for him because he was in the industry.
I was on stage with him against his battle versus Hitman Holla
How did
in
that go
Atlanta.
down? Can I ask
That
you that?
That was so legit. It was Cassidy 3-0. Cassidy 30,
Cassidy
that
3-0.
boy.
Oh my
Hell
goodness.
yeah. That shit
Against
was
Hitman
so
Holla.
intense against Hitman Holla.
That's a
Hitman
big.
Holler is just so basic, though. I know he's a big name. I know he comes from Wild 'N Out and stuff like that, but he's just so basic. He's just one syllable words, and you know what I'm saying? Just there's no depth to him.
He could go a little deeper. I think Cassidy.
Right.
You can't, but it's hard to put words together like Cassidy do it. I mean, look at all his mixtapes and in his history. Cassidy is a bartician.
Bar.
You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like he's really
He's
good.
God tier. Cassidy is God tier in battle rap, definitely.
I like Cassidy. I like Cassidy. I think that he lost against Goods, but I think he did good. You know what I'm saying? But I think that was more the crowd being
The
biased
crowd,
than
yeah, you
actually.
can't go off the crowd.
Yeah,
You
you can't
definitely
go
can't go off
outside.
the crowd because
You
some
gotta
crowds
replay it and
really
hear it.
suck. Yeah,
Yeah,
some
some
crowds
crowds really
really
suck.
suck. And then they were saying that they had a boo crowd there specifically to boo Cassidy. So of course it's gonna sound like Cassidy's losing, but if you're actually listening to what's coming out of his mouth, no, you can't say that he lost to Goods.
Which is sad too, because these guys take a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, penning something together for the
It's
people.
disrespectful.
Yeah, so it was pretty disrespectful. I don't like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
facts.
know, Hitman just recently. What do you think about the culture of battle rap as a whole?
I think it's pretty cool. A lot of the guys are really emotional, and I don't do a lot of emotion like that. Especially anger and jealousy and type, all that stuff. So they could lose a lot of that. If they could lose a lot of their ego, then I would probably I would enjoy it a lot more.
I
Definitely.
respect that. I respect that. I watch a lot of the battle rap blogs, and I do see the disrespect, and some of the disrespect is kind of, what I'm saying, heartbreaking, because we really
Hmm.
want to share hip hop in a positive light. It's
Right.
cool, yeah, spit your spit, you know what I mean? But
Right.
after that, man, be a human being, you know what I mean? You're not to entertain and fake it all 24 hours of every day, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Right.
I was just watching the recap of the Hitman Holla and Calico battle from yesterday,
What did you
and
think?
I think Calico got that. I
Calico
want to
did
go Calico.
definitely get that.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Calico
see the
definitely
whole
got
video, but there's a couple of snippets here and there, this, that, and the
it.
third.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm
And
waiting for the
again,
battle to drop.
just like his battle against Cassidy, he was very basic. He had a lot of filler and just one syllable, endings. And it was just like, really, like, come on, do something more. Like, wow me. I want you to wow me with your literary um, mind. You know what I'm saying? And you're just not doing that for me. So.
How'd you catch it, if you don't mind me asking? Did you get the pay-per-view or something?
No, I bootleg, of course.
There you go. You gotta teach me that too, yeah. I need a hookup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm missing a
Well,
lot of good stuff.
I enjoy battle rap so much that, like I said, I started putting newer artists together. Well, like I've already had Danny Myers and Chef Trez and A Ward and other people on Dragon Slayer Entertainment. But my main goal is to get the new up and comers who want to even try their hand at battle rap to start going against each other, and that's what I really started. Putting this league together is for them, so that
Dragon
they
Slayer
could have a
ENT.
platform. Dragon Slayer Entertainment.
Let me ask you something, man, because this is a question
Yeah.
I don't think that's asked enough.
Hmm.
As a female artist, right?
Hmm.
Or as a female in the industry, period, do you feel it's harder to get something to get through some doors than it would be for a man?
For me, my personal experience, it hasn't been hard at all. I've been reaching where I wanted to reach. I touched what I wanted to touch, and I'm still going for more. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I end up with at the end, like, I'm gonna be happy with it no matter what, because my heart is so full from everything that I've already touched.
I respect that. I respect
Hmm.
that. Now, as an artist, though, what do you see in the game? Like when it comes to female MCs.
I think
'Cause
that
I don't
there
think that.
definitely, I
I
think there definitely
apologize.
needs, no, it's okay. There definitely needs to be more females in the game. I think, yeah, definitely.
Now, when it comes to female artists, who do you like?
I don't watch the females. I really
No.
don't. Mm-mm, no. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know if that's part of, me being biased and everything, but I do know that there needs to be more females, but at the same time, I don't show the females the love that I do show the guys.
And where do you think that comes from?
I don't know. I don't know. Just my personal interest, I guess. I don't
Maybe,
know.
maybe I feel like there's been a drought of female. Like we got the Cardi B's and the
Hmm.
Nicki Minaj's, but I think that I miss the Lauryn Hills. I miss the Queen Latifahs and the MC
Yes.
Lights. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
I miss those kind of female artists. You know what I mean?
Facts.
That they don't have to
Facts.
sell their body or their soul to get a deal.
Yep.
You know, I miss that.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's
Absolutely.
spitting real life. Spit.
And then that's rap and and hip hop in general, because there's a lot of the artists coming out now, even in just the past maybe 5-10 years, they're more of, they have a gimmick to them, you know what I'm saying? They have some kind of gimmick to them that people buy into instead of buying into their music, you know what I'm saying? And into them, they buy the gimmick, they buy the image, they, and that's not something that I really appreciate. Can I appreciate the music that they're putting out? Sure, I can. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, don't come with the gimmicks. Come with your natural self. Like, just give us you, raw,
Uncut.
unadulterated.
Yeah, yeah, I respect
Hmm.
that word, man.
Hmm.
We got some artists in the building too, like G'd Up Quinn. I know you're
Hey,
familiar with
Gita.
G'd Up Quinn.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We got Zaid Jimenez in the building. Salute, salute, Victoria.
Hi.
Izzy P. Busy. What's up, mommy? You know what I'm saying? We got people in the building, man. I wanted to ask too. Don't let it slip my mind. I wanted to ask earlier too, man, because we were
Okay.
talking about rap and hip hop. You know, is there a difference?
Absolutely. I mean, well, rap is just one piece of the culture of hip hop as a whole, because hip hop is huge, right? Because
Yeah.
you have breakdancing, you have battle rap, you have, rap, you have, you just have everything. There's just so many
Graffiti,
different
fashion.
graffitis, yes, MCing, there's, DJing, like there's so many different aspects in the whole culture of hip hop. Like, you look at hip hop as the ocean, right? And then rap is a river that's leading to the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of what makes it a whole.
That's dope. I like how you put
Hmm.
that word. I do like how you
Thanks.
put that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh, 80s versus, I mean, 90s versus now. Who do you think will win in a battle?
90s
90s all day, right?
all day.
That golden era time. Yeah. That's a
All
fact.
day.
That's a fact, man. For real. I
All
miss
day.
that. You know, I'm not really too much into the newer artists like I wish I was.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong for that?
No, you're not wrong for it. It's just your personal preference. I was like that for a long time, but then I started just relaxing myself so that I could really just sit there and listen to what the newer artists, the younger kids are bringing. And I get what they're doing. Like, I understand what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Just do it without a gimmick is all I ask.
Do it without a gimmick.
We don't need no rainbow hair and, acting like you're a thug, shooting people up, and then coming out because you snitched on somebody. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that
saying?
was a
Like,
horrible
we
situation
don't
too,
need
man.
all that shit.
We
Yeah, that
don't need
was
all that.
terrible. Free the guys.
Well, what do you think about his music though? Music wise.
Music wise, I understood what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of it was okay, some of it was not great. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was hit or miss.
It was big time hit or miss too.
Hmm.
Yeah, but coming from the streets, you know, there's a lot of things that he did he wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah, that
You know what I
and
mean?
that's the reason why I can't, like, I had to pull even some of the songs that I did like out of my playlist because I can't get behind snitching. So,
Yeah, I can't get behind that part neither. Let me ask you this, man, because you come from you say your father was Chinese and Mexican,
hmm.
right? And you grew up in Arizona.
Hmm.
Did you lean more towards the Mexican culture?
Yes, I did lean more towards the Mexican culture, but at the same time, inside the home, my mom really wanted us to know the Asian culture as well, the Chinese culture. So, like during Chinese New Year, she would come to my classroom. She made egg rolls. She made, noodles. She would bring little red envelopes, just to, try to keep that part of it alive
She
through
wanted you
me.
to know your roots.
Hmm.
That was
Right.
important. That's
Right.
dope, yo. And
Hmm.
she's Mexicana. Your mother was the Mexicana,
Yes. Yes.
and that's
Yeah.
and she made sure you knew your
Hmm.
Chinese more than your dad did.
Well, my dad did more of the Asian cooking, so he's a retired chef also, and so he did more of the Asian cooking. We would have like seven, eight, 8 course meals, Asian of Chinese food, like home cooked Chinese food. So I know how to make all that now, and I make it for my kids.
That's dope. That's super
Hmm.
dope. Yo. Word. That's super dope, man. You know what I mean? Like, I think that culture is important. Knowing where you from is important. Knowing your people's history. I think that is pretty. And if it's not important, it's really dope. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And I think that in the hood, a lot of times we lose that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Especially the kids in today's world. With social media,
Right.
and it's like they
Right.
got all this information in their hand, but they don't look at it. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
it's a microwave culture for them. They see things in an instant, and then they're already forgetting about it and on to the next big thing. So it's like instant noodles, boom, done. All right, I'm good. This fills me up. I'm on to the next shit. Oh, I got some spicy instant noodles over here. Okay, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? So,
What would be the spicy instant noodles today?
and in the form of hip hop,
Yeah.
or in the form of just all of this together. I think TikTok right now is the spiciest.
You think so? That's where all
Hmm.
the kids at?
Yeah, that's where all the kids
Yeah.
at. That's where yeah, a lot of the movement is.
Well, what's next for you guys with the Dragon's Lair? Where's it going lately?
Dragon's Lair. I have another probably about 5 battle card coming up on Dragon's Lair Entertainment on my other channel, my Dragon's Lair Entertainment channel. Danny Myers is going to be on there. A couple other people are going to be on there. It should
Dope,
be really, really good.
dope. How does that work though? Like, do you got how does that work?
So the way that I put it together, since I said that I started it out during COVID,
Hmm.
I didn't have a venue for, and I didn't have the finances to bring all these people to me so that in front of each other so that they could battle. And so what I did is, like I said, send me a video yourself, videotape yourself, shoot your round, and send it over to me, and then I'll do the same with the next person. I'll put them together, and then on the day that I say that it's going to drop, that's when it's going to drop. You guys will see it all in video form.
Dope, man.
Hmm.
Word, man. Would you battle if you could?
I've tried writing some stuff myself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really
That's
don't
not your
know.
lane. It's just not the lane.
It's not it. I don't know if I have the energy for it, the right type of energy and the right kind of, like, if I would perform it the way that I intended to be. And then I also don't want to get up there and forget my rounds, because it's hard enough going into the booth and spitting your shit one time, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
getting it perfect one time. Like that takes talent. That takes, a lot of talent. And shout out to all the guys that can do that, but I don't that for me right now, I don't think it is.
Where can we find some of your work?
You can find it on here on YouTube under Mai-Ling Pretty Flower 2618 or Dragon's Lair Entertainment, or on Instagram, the same for both.
Now you also do a little bit of management.
Mm-hmm.
Can you
Yeah.
share some of the artists you worked with in that?
I have Young Van Sicklin right now. He's an artist out of New York. I also
Van
was working
Sicklin
with
is New York.
Yeah. I was working with another female artist. She was out of New York too, but she branched out on her own, which is great, because that's what I want people to do. When I manage them, I want to teach them as much of the ropes as I can so that they can get to where they want to be. You know what I'm saying? So she's already left me. That was Energy Day Moon. I have a handful of other artists that I still work with and for, and it's an honor for them to come to me and ask me for the help. And I really try to develop them. I develop them a lot.
So let's say I'm an artist, right?
Hmm.
Let's say I'm an artist. I'm looking for management. What exactly would you be doing for me as my manager?
Well, I would look over what you have already to see, and then I would ask you where you want to go. And then I'd start helping you take those steps to get you to where you want to be. But I'd also be teaching you those ropes. So that way, when the day comes that I'm no longer here, or
I
you
can
say,
still do
hey,
my
I
thing.
could do this on my own, you could still do it. And everything's
Ah,
always in your name. Yeah.
wow. So that's super dope, B.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. Yo, a lot of people they in it to try to, got a lot of shorties that get into the game and they get played.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
no.
They might even get
Yeah.
signed and sit on the shelf, or we never
Right.
hear of them. You know what I mean?
No, I think creativity needs to be heard. You know what I'm saying?
So, me too. Me too. Well, what are the? I gotta know though. I don't know my butt from my elbow in the industry. I just know I love music and hip hop. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
know how it is to be hip hop, but I don't know how to. You know what I'm saying? Make it in the game. What is it that I do need to know? Like, if there's the most important thing I need to know about the game, what you think it would be?
Independence. You need to be an independent artist. You don't need to sign
Independent.
to a bigger label. Yeah, don't do
No.
that.
So
Mm-mm.
how would I go about being an independent artist?
You download an app. I can show you all the apps that you need to download in order to get your stuff on Spotify, on iTunes, like all the major streaming services, all of that. um there's a lot. There's like Money Game. There's like all kinds of stuff that I could
Now
teach.
you have to invest in yourself too. That is important.
100%.
You have to,
100%. That's
right?
the only
Nothing
way you're
comes
going to
for
make
free.
it. If you want to make it to a greater level, you have to put it all back into yourself. You have
Mm.
to. You
It
have
takes
to you
money to
have
make
to
money.
Yeah, you have to put money into quality studio, quality sound, quality mixing. You need to pay your producers, pay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want that, make sure that you put the money aside for that. Otherwise, it's just an expensive hobby.
It's just an expensive hobby. Word. It can
Hmm.
be. I saw that in my own life too, but I didn't really pay for much. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? But a lot of time. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Um, what is what is this? What do you have to be aware of? Like, what do you have to stay away from? What's the most dangerous part of
Those
being?
ugly contracts, those vultures that are trying to come take you, knowing that you have what it takes and you have what everybody wants to see and what everybody's ready to see. Because there's timing has a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to watch out for those vultures that are ready to prey on you.
Word, that's dope, man. I appreciate that part too, man. If there's anything though, right, that we could give, what would you really want to give to the people? What do you really want the people to know about you, Mai-Ling, Pretty Flower, and all?
I'm just a mom. I'm not this famous person. Do I know a lot of famous people and do they know me? Absolutely. But I'm just a mom here in Tucson, Arizona, to six beautiful children that I absolutely love and adore. And I'm doing my best to give everything to them. Everything that I obtain, it's going straight to them. So,
Now I want to put a cipher together. You heard?
okay.
With
Hi.
artists that I know, and maybe artists that you know if you like to. I want to put a
Yeah.
cipher together. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be on Friday nights. You heard?
Okay. Yeah.
Where I want to bring the G'd Up Queens to the building, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying, and a bunch of different artists that we rock with, you know what I mean. But I wanted to always be a good time though, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. What would be the best way to facilitate something like that?
Just get a hold of me, either on YouTube, just put a comment or hit me up in the DMs on Instagram. You already got my number, so you already know how to hit me up. So, just hit me up and we can put something together.
Well, I
We'll talk about
appreciate
that.
that, yo. I appreciate that, yo. We got everybody in the chat, man, showing love too. You know what I'm saying?
Bam.
We
Hey,
got EVP
guys.
Busy, always hooping. I'm moving forward with Rafik Irizarry's in the building. Cypher 730. Are you familiar with that name, Cypher 730?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure right now.
That's new for me. You know
Okay.
what I mean? We got old Dusty Puerto Rican in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Hi,
And
everyone. Thanks for
we're
pulling up. I really appreciate it.
I enjoyed this. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
really
I
did,
did
man. For
too.
real. I
I
want to
did
do some
too.
more, man. Could we kidnap you one more time soon?
Yeah,
That's what's
absolutely.
up, and
Sure,
you'll
we
keep us
can.
updated in what's going on. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
in your life and your career. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And with Dragons Lair Entertainment, man, tell the people, where they can find you. You know what I mean? And how to get, and what you got going on next, man, that they should be
Well,
ready for.
the best way to contact me if you don't have my number already is on Instagram at prettyflower2618. Shoot me a DM and I pretty much message everybody back. So
I appreciate that. Yo, Pretty Flower, you know what I'm saying? Dragons Lair ENT, you know what I
thank
mean?
you.
Tucson, Arizona in the building. I really appreciated that, man. I had a good time. God bless you, man. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
get to the back cave, you know what I'm saying? So don't go too far. But I really
All right.
appreciate that, yo. And let us know
Thank
when we
you.
dropping more. And tell your boy, man, I'm coming for him. You know what I'm saying?
All
Tell your,
right.
all right.
I got
That's
you. I
what's up,
got
man. Yo,
you.
shout out to
Thank you
everybody in
so
the
much for
chat.
this. God bless you and God bless everybody in the chat. Thank you
All the
guys so
pleasure's on
much for
mine.
this. I
Word.
really appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all. Yo, it's Antonio Bicicleta, Pretty Flower, Dragons Lair ENT in the building. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We'll be back in a little bit. You know what I mean? God bless you. Never let a demon stress you out. It's Latin pain, everything real life, real spit. No bullshit. Word up.